The quiet magic between snowflakes. Welcome, my friend. Come closer to the fire. Tonight, the tavern stands at the edge of the world, Greenland, where the snow remembers every footstep and silence is not empty, only waiting. Let me ask you something quietly. When was the last time something small made you stop? Not because it was impressive, but because it was there. If life has begun to feel like a checklist instead of a story, if days blur together and wonder feels like something you misplaced years ago, then stay, because tonight's tale is not about finding magic in distant lands. It's about remembering the magic you walk past every day. The tavern arrived without sound. One moment there was only ice and wind along the fjord. The next, lantern light, amber and warm, reflected in endless white. Inside, the fire spoke softly. Alex stood near the hearth, rubbing his hands together. Cold like this strips things down and leaves only what's real. That's when the traveler entered. He did not look broken. He did not look lost. He looked finished. He sat heavily, as though even sitting required effort. Nothing's wrong, that's not the problem. He spoke of routine, of mornings that began before he felt awake, of nights that ended without memory. I keep waiting for something special again, but everything feels already used up. I nodded, because this wasn't the first time I'd heard it. You believe magic left you, but tell me, when was the last time you invited it in? He did not answer. The fire popped, sending sparks briefly into the air. I raised a hand, not to command, but to pause. Traveler, you don't look tired from doing too much. You look tired from not feeling anything while doing it. He frowned, so I asked him something dangerous. When did you decide that magic had to be loud to matter? The silence stretched. Outside, snow drifted past windows, each flake unhurried, unremarkable, perfect. Alex returned with a mug, setting it down gently. Funny thing about this place, he said. If you rush it, it gives you nothing. If you slow down, it gives you everything. The traveler stared into the steam, and for the first time, he listened. I told him stories, not of heroes or battles, but of moments, of the way bread smells better when shared, of how warmth feels different when earned, of how even silence can feel like company when you stop fighting it. Magic doesn't announce itself, it waits to be noticed. I told him magic lives in repetition, not despite it. In the same sunrise, seen with different eyes. In the same walk, taken without distraction. In the simple miracle of still being here. His shoulders lowered, not cured, not fixed, but softer. When he finally stood to leave, the world outside had not changed. The fjord was still frozen, the sky still pale, the cold still sharp. Yet he lingered. He paused at the door. He watched snow drift through lantern light, slow, silent, endless. I don't remember the last time I noticed that, he said. Magic does not demand belief, only attention. Alex opened the door for him. Careful out there. It's beautiful, but only if you look. The traveler stepped into the snow and walked slower than when he arrived. That was enough. So let me leave you with this, my friend. If you think magic is gone, you are not broken. You are simply moving too fast through miracles that refuse to rush. Slow down. Feel the warmth of what's near. Notice the quiet things that stayed when everything loud moved on. And if you ever forget how to see again, the tavern will return, the fire will be waiting, and the magic will be exactly where it has always been. Hi, all. For some reason, this one made me feel really nostalgic. I finished it and I was like, yeah, not only the joy of snowflakes and how each one is different and how we should appreciate that magic that we see, well, on a somewhat regular basis, we should look for all the magic that surrounds us on a daily basis and appreciate it because the little things in life is what makes life keep going and keep, well, actually, not just keep going, it makes it worth living because you start making these little new discoveries, even though they might be old discoveries, even though it might be something that you have walked past 500,000 times. But one day when you look up and see the particular beauty of a tree or a cloud, and it just takes your breath away, the way the light comes through, there's just nothing to describe it with. We are surrounded by miracles and treasures, my friend, on a daily basis. So take a moment to appreciate them because, well, you might see it again, but then you might not. But until that time, your old friend Lion will be here waiting for you with a drink. And in this season, it will be a hot one, unfortunately. It is cold as heck out. So take care of yourselves, stay warm, be well, and until the next one, take care.